Spy mains are some of the most unique and most misunderstood people in Team Fortress 2. Today, we're going to be talking about the spy stereotypes. Make sure you comment below with stereotypes you fit into, and if I missed any stereotypes. I'd also really appreciate if you could subscribe. Please note that everything says for entertainment purposes, and many statements could be dramatized or exaggerated for entertainment. Now this spy stereotype is that one spy who is always invisible. Like seriously, he just never uncloaks. He's running around using the cloak and dagger, and he kinda just goes, runs, stands there for a bit, builds his cloak up and starts running again. He rarely gets kills because he's always just kind of watching the enemy. It's almost kind of weird and creepy, but no one knows why he does it, but he sort of thinks it's cool and pro, and it's funny that they can't see him. In reality, he's kinda just wasting a slot in his team, and someone else who is better and more skilled could be replacing him. But no, he's gonna go running around secretly with their cloak on. Come on dude. The spy stereotype is actually usually pretty wholesome, but not a lot of people like them because they don't really contribute to the team or play with the objective. Sure, it's friendly, but it's also pretty annoying. Either way, watch out when you have one of these guys on your team, and you should probably tell them to uncloak and try to play the game. Type wants to be just like Mr. Swipers. They're very edgy and always try to go for those epic trick stabs, but usually fail. But when they do get that sweet trick stab, they say ease and a Lenny bind. They have dumb profile pics and names like XXX Spy Main 69XXX. They're very toxic, and they call out a lot of people for hacking when they're not even hacking. Oh, did I mention that they always try to vote kick free-to-plays? Yeah, these guys are real stupid, and they only use a kunai dead ringer. Pathetic. If you see one of these spy stereotypes on your team, you should definitely call them out, because in reality they aren't as good as they think they are. They just have a super high ego. Personally, when I see one of these spies, I just wish to pyro and just burn them to death every single time. It's pretty amazing. Oh god, now we're talking about the Weeb Spy. The Weeb Spy is usually equipping the No Mercy, Bloodbanker, and the Hong Kong Cone. They are totally addicted to anime, and the music they listen to is this subgenre called Nightcore, which is basically music which is all high pitched and sped up. Here's a sample of it. Yeah, I know, what weirdos. They go for risky trick stabs, and they use the kunai. These plays are not always bad, some of them are actually pretty good, but it's just the anime profile pictures and the edgy names which puts everyone off them. They're always just talking about some stupid anime video which no one really cares about. People come to TF2 to play TF2, not to listen to some weird anime dude talking. I have nothing against anime, it's just this stereotype takes it too far sometimes. This is probably one of the most well-known stereotypes for the spy. They leave a bad image for the spy. Now when people see a spy main, they automatically think that they watch anime and that they're a complete weeb. But in reality, they're probably not. They probably fit into one of the other stereotypes. Either way, don't send hate to the stereotypes. They're just doing what they like and listening to what they like. And it's honestly no problem. Now this stereotype is probably the most hated in this entire video. This stereotype is the friendly killer. Now this is that one spy main who goes into your match and is killing all the friendlies. Now who knows why he's doing it? Is it to level up his strange knife or his strange ambassador? I don't know, but for some reason he's just going and killing every friendly he can. But the problem with him doing this is that he kills the friendlies maybe once or twice, and then the friendlies gang up on the spy and kill him. And this turns really graphic and bloody, but here's some footage of the spy getting killed by friendlies. I'm sorry you have to see this. I know, pretty disturbing. Either way, don't be this guy. If you see a friendly in your game, just ignore him, leave him be, let him play the game how he wants to. You don't need to be that one dickhead to go up and kill him. Either way, if you need to be the stereotype, you're clearly too bad to play the spy properly. Since, if you were good at the spy, you'd find other ways to get kills, fast and efficiently, other than killing someone who's standing there and not fighting you back. But, you know, I believe in karma, and I think you're just gonna get yours. Now we're looking at the Noob Spy. Here's that one guy who just clicked the random class button and got spy. Or he thought the spy looked cool so he just went on him. And he doesn't really know what he's doing. He thinks that this guy is really cool because he has a knife, unlike the other characters. But he doesn't know how to use it. And he finds that he has a revolver and kinda just uses that instead. You can't get angry at this spy because it's new to the game, and you should in fact actually help him learn to play the spy or learn to switch characters, because the spy is not the best character to start on. Especially when there's such mechanics which you have to learn about the game before playing spy, such as fire, rocket jumping, and the mobility. The chances are you'll see this stereotype running around in casual servers dying. he doesn't realize he has a cloak, and he kind of just runs around uncloaked and just gets shot by the enemy. He's a horrible actor when it comes to pretending he's the enemy team, and he kind of always picks Scout because he thinks he can run faster, but he's wrong, and the enemy team sees him running slower than usual and kills him. I kind of feel bad for this spy because we're all there at some point, we're all a noob spy at some point. But this person's there right now, and it's obviously not going to be an easy way to get up from there. But when you're at rock bottom, there's only one way you can go, and that way is up. This one's the FreetoPlay Spy, and many of you actually don't understand how the FreetoPlay Spy stereotype works. So basically, this is that one spy who's running around with the gibbous and pyro vision goggles. And what makes this spy so scary is that you never know how good they are. Because usually you can look at someone's cosmetics and see he's wearing unusual, he's probably decent, and then if he's wearing just a usual hat, he's probably, average player. But this player's not wearing any special hat, they're wearing the hat that you get for free at the start of the game. So, you might assume this guy is terrible at the game, is new to the game, but sometimes he's not. Sometimes there's free-to-plays out there who are much better than pay-to-play players. See, money doesn't affect your skill, what affects your skill is practice and effort and motor skills. And, money doesn't change that, so you never know the true potential of the free-to-play player, or if it's some premium player pretending to be free-to-play just to troll you. So, my advice is to watch out for these spies because you never know their skill level and they could just wreck you at any moment. So before you run in and think that you can get this easy kill in this free-to-play spy, just think for a second and think that they could just trick stab you and you'll be dead. So, if I was you, I'd think twice before crossing this spy. And of course, there are some spy noobs that are out there who are free to play. And, that's probably the majority, but you never know who you're going to run into first. Now, this is the one spy stereotype which all pyros hate. This spy is the Pyro Counter, and this guy knows every map and uses the Spicicle and the Dead Ringer. He goes into a casual match and goes finds pyros and makes them think that they're on a team, runs up behind them and backstabs them. You never thought that the spy could counter the pyro, but it's kind of possible. But we don't talk about this here because, I'm a pyro main. This is Pyro Main's YouTube channel. I can't talk about how to counter pyros here, or can I? Either way, this spy main can be pretty annoying, but they can also be sort of countered pretty easily. For versing a smart pyro like me, that die pretty quickly, but a new pyro they definitely would be able to kill. They're usually using the gibbous or no cosmetics, and they're kind of just very secretive. Either way, the spy main's usually pretty skilled and knows these things about, and is smart about what weapons he uses to counter each class. Good job to you, dude. And you already know we can't forget the spy crab stereotype. This guy is the spy crab, and basically how he does it is he gets his disguising book and he looks up and crouches, and this makes him look like a bit of a crab. This spy stereotype is legendary, and there's actually a little game that these spy stereotypes play. They are secretly gamblers, and on trading servers, they see who can get the spy taunt the fastest, because there's some very, very small chance of getting the taunt when you're taunting with your disguise kit to be able to turn into a spy crab, and they basically do this in a race to see who gets it first. The person who gets it first keeps all the items. These guys are usually pretty cool and pretty wholesome, but sometimes they secretly gambling addicts. And if these guys challenge you to a spy crab duel, don't accept. Well, I think we covered almost all of them. Make sure you comment down below what stereotype you are, or if I missed any, tell me that also, because I can always make a second part to it. If you're interested in watching any more of these on other classes, make sure you subscribe today, and so you can be notified of any more that come out, or even the part 2 which comes out. And to make sure you're notified, make sure you click that bell. Anyway guys, I'll see you later. I hope you enjoyed the video.